If you have ever tried to cram an entire cathedral or a massive mountain range into a single frame, you know that standard lenses just don't cut it. That is where this Rokinon 14mm f2.8 comes into play. It is one of those pieces of gear that makes you wonder why anyone would spend 3 times the price for a name brand equivalent. Right out of the box, it feels surprisingly solid. It has a bit of heft to it, which is actually a good thing because it keeps the camera balanced, but it is not so heavy that it becomes a chore to carry around on a long hike. Now here is the catch that catches some people off guard. This is a manual focus lens. There is no autofocus motor humming away inside. For some, that sounds like a headache, but for landscape or architectural work, it is actually quite liberating. You just set your focus, maybe use the hyperfocal distance, and you are good to go. The focus ring itself is smooth, with just enough resistance to feel precise without being stiff. What really stands out is the glass. With 18 elements packed into 12 groups, the sharpness is genuinely impressive for the price point. It handles chromatic aberration better than a lot of lenses that cost twice as much, and that ultra-wide 115-degree field of view on a full-frame body is just massive. It is the kind of perspective that makes everything look epic. The built-in pedal hood is a nice touch, too, though it does mean you cannot easily slap a standard circular filter on the front, which is a bit of a bummer if you are a fan of circular polarizers. You have to get creative with filter systems if you really need them. The aperture ring clicks nicely, and having 10 diaphragm blades helps create some surprisingly pleasant sunstars when you stop down to f11 or f16. It works on both full-frame and APS-C Nikon bodies, and even on the smaller sensors, you still get a very respectable 90-degree view. Honestly, the biggest limitation is just the lack of electronic communication for some older bodies, though the automatic chip included here helps with EXIF data and metering on most modern Nikon DSLRs. It is not a lens for someone who wants to point, shoot, and forget, but if you are willing to take a second to dial in your settings, the results are sharp, punchy, and professional. It is a specialized tool, sure, but for the price, it is hard to argue with the sheer optical performance you get. If you are looking to expand your kit without emptying your savings, this is a solid, reliable workhorse that gets the job done with style.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.